Welcome to the first point and shoot update for 2019, Tuesday, January the 8th. I'm getting this short clip of the tank right now because everything looks beautiful. I walked in here to get something to do my testing because I haven't done my testing yet, and I started looking around and I just stood in awe. It's not very often that everything looks so wide open and happy, so I'm grabbing this moment right now. So I'm gonna go away and do my testing, and then I'll come back with the full update. I'll give you a quick glimpse of my bucket list coral right there. Always wanted one. More about that later. Hey everybody, Reefgrrl here. So I'm back, and for something a little different this week, let's do this under the filters. Low lights, it's later in the evening, and I thought this might be something a little bit fun. This is a good news week. You saw the clip earlier about how beautiful everything was looking. Let's take a closer look at some things. I'm very happy with how things are going in here now. My testing showed good results. Nitrates above 5 but below 10. The phosphates 0.098, finally below 0.1. They're low enough now that I'm content not to have to worry about them. I will keep an eye on it though. And what has got me there? Well, when I went away on vacation, I left instructions for dosing, and the only thing that was dosed was no pox. That was it. Well, and Lugalls, because I put that in once a week. No nutrients were added for the corals. Fish food, yes, but no coral nutrients. And I really think that contributed to the reduction in phosphate. So I'm going to have to very carefully examine what I do in that regard. Do I really need to feed my corals? I don't know. Maybe it's enough just to keep the water parameters in check. Magnesium, 1455. That's just fine. Alkalinity, 7.894. That's a little bit low, so I've bumped up my dose very slightly because I don't want it to become a runaway train and start dropping too quickly. And calcium, 448. So overall, parameters, I'm quite satisfied with them. I think things are going to be back on track with this tank. Not that it doesn't still have a few problems, because it does. Strange and unexplained issues with coral, for example, this aquapora right here. The tissue's receding from the tips down. I don't know if something's chewing on it, but I haven't seen anything, so I left the skeleton on to show you, but tomorrow I'm going to be trimming it off. Then over here, my stellata also has a dead branch, but it also has encrusting going on down here. I had thought I might remove the whole thing and dip it, but I don't think I can do that without breaking off the lower parts that are encrusted to the rock. So again, I'm just going to remove that branch. And sadly, this black hulk was once a beautiful torch. No longer. So that's going to get removed. The Looney Tunes Cyphastria has really gone crazy. It is starting to encrust on the skeleton of the candy cane. The candy canes themselves are all showing really good growth. Now, I think my blue-eyed blonde zoanthus are still there, but they've been closed up for quite a while. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Coming around here, the chalice garden is looking good. Each individual coral is doing really great. So I'm thinking maybe I should be putting them all on some sort of a structure. This chalice up here is really spreading out. This one holding its own but not really growing, so I'm not sure what's up with that. And the clownfish have a new snail to fight with. Once again, they're laying eggs. I've seen them with a couple of batches. And there's the view down the tank. My mycelium is right there. That thing gets amazingly long tentacles that then sting the corals nearby. My plan with that is to pop it off the rock and move it into mollywood, if I can find a space that's big enough. The Montipora are finally starting to come back, and I'm so glad about that, because they were doing so well and then they almost crashed. We've got Season's Greetings, the purple behind it, and another Season's Greetings. This turban area is doing extremely well, finally growing, so it must be happy. There we have the orange frog spawn. It only ever looks orange under the blue light. During the day, it's kind of a dark chocolate brown color. But under this light, you really can see how beautiful it is. Closer look at the tangerine juice leptocerus. Such a cool little piece. The goniastria continues to grow. The jack-o'-lantern leptocerus really spreading out. And the leptastria beside it is also spreading on the rock and encrusting. The leftmost leptastria, the light blue with green, really hasn't done much, except it kind of looks like it's swelling up a little bit, but I haven't seen any incrustation at all. These things are all coming along really nicely. And check out the foxflay mackerel. It's actually getting yellow tips again and developing some color. Very pleased about that. I was sure that I'd have nothing but a black hulk, and just look at it. Then over here, I remembered what the name of this one is. It's called Cherry Blossom. It's meant to be blue and yellow with red polyps. Color is coming back, and time will tell whether it actually develops into what it's supposed to. Sunset Millie, yeah, no, I don't think it's, I don't know, I'm not optimistic that it's ever going to become the golden orange yellow that it used to be. And over here we have another one basing out. Whether it'll get branches, don't know. So looking here, this leptocerus is just huge, covering that whole area. And then this red cyphastria, you can see, starting to encrust onto this rock. Nice scolimia, the button scoli, always vibrant. Even without the filter, it's still a very bright orange. Here's a bucket list coral. Just went in the tank today. It's a cinerina, or meat coral. Now, I ordered a purpley blue one, very intense indigo color. And what came was actually green. I'm going to give it a day or so, and I don't know, I kind of wonder if I got sent the wrong thing. There is the cherry blastomussa. As always, that thing is gorgeous. And up here, orange rainbow pallies. Purple storm chalice. It's actually a beautiful red with lavender blotches on it. And Elvis always watches what I'm doing. Back there we have the grafted Monty that I brought back from the States, and every one of the 3 pieces has increased in size. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what it does in that area. It would be awesome if it played it out in 3 different directions. There's my white-footed hermit crab working away. The gold torch and the little rainbow torch still hanging in there, although it doesn't always extend very much. So I was kind of worried about it, but I don't know. I'll have to wait and see what happens with it. And the bird's nest, if you remember back in September, it was in pretty rough shape, but it's coming back. In the daytime, it has yellow skin. So with the parameters where they are right now, I'm satisfied that as long as I stay on top of things, pay attention, and don't make any stupid mistakes, I'm hoping what I'll see is growth. Because what I've seen in the last week or so is lots of happy coral. And my testing tonight just reinforced that. So that's very satisfying. But you know how you get that sort of euphoric feeling when you look at your tank and everything looks really, really good and you're just happy? Yeah, I don't trust that anymore, because that's when bad things happen. At least that's been my experience. Now I'm going to take this series to bi-weekly, because on alternate weeks I'll update Mollywood. Lots of things are happening in Mollywood. A bunch of different things going on, changes and growth and new coral, and I just think every other week for each tank probably will work really well. So thanks so much for watching. As always, I really do appreciate it. And of course we have this going on. Yeah, I don't know who scattered the sand, but I'm thinking it might have been the green wrasse looking for food down here. There's more over there. He's still awake because it's time to feed the frozen.